Alrighty, we're going to replace a defective light socket in the cellar. It has a pull chain on it. We cannot hook it up to a switched circuit, so I saved the wires off of the older fluorescent light ballast if the ballast is no good. So here in the country I was born in, white is the only color allowed to be used as a neutral. So we're going to strip these two smaller wires here, and we're going to put them on the screws. So when we put our fixture up, I'll show you how the screw heads are too small. Okay, so you can see how these screws are smaller than the screws on an outlet. So we're going to close the screws we're not going to use, and we'll open the ones we are going to use. So white goes on the silver colored screw. So you take your pliers, you make your loop the direction your screw turns, go around the screw the direction the screw turns like that, close the loop the direction the screw turns like that, and I make sure the copper stays under the screw head all the way around. When I did this the first time, I saw the beloved red dot when I thought it was recording, so I'm doing it a second time, and I gave that red dot a nice big kiss because I love doing stuff over again, because if I didn't love it, it would frustrate me. So enjoy doing things over again. Don't let anything bother you. Okay, so we take our yellow wire, we put it around the brass colored screw, close the loop the direction our screw turns. Make sure it's tight and it looks like that there. That's what we want. There's the fixture we took down. See how bad the connections were? So our ground wire was just wrapped around the screw here, and there's no threaded hole or a screw. So we're going to just do our second best choice with a nice washer here and a nice long screw. And we'll bond our ground wire to the box up here. Well, if it's not going to go, you know what? It's not going to go. What good is it going to do to frustrate? Nothing. I love how it turns crooked like that. So we'll just find another hole and hopefully it will bite into it. But if we can't, we can't. There's nothing you can do. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. So we'll try here. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be lucky and we're going to get it to go into that there. So we'll make our loop to go around our screw head, the direction our screw turns here. Get above the washer there. There, we got it up there nice and tight. Okay, our ground wire is bonded to our box now. So we'll get our black and white wires, wire nut in, ready to go to our new fixture. Oh, we had a cut in that wire there, so we're going to have to cut some of this back here. So we'll strip with our 14 gauge hole here. Okay, so we'll get our insulation even at the bottom here. We'll twist our wires so that they're even here. I'll clip them a little shorter. So there's our neutral. It's our hot wire. We'll get our wires twisted together so they're even here. And we'll clip it so it's even with our, on the ends. See, our insulation's even on the top. And our copper's even on the bottom on both of our wires here. And make sure our ground wire is up away from everything here. So we'll tail our yellow wire in with our black wire, and we're going to use yellow wire nuts. And I love how that light turns on me. I just love it. But you know what? I'm not getting frustrated. I don't let it bother me. Goes where it wants to go. If I get a junk video, guess what? I get a junk video and I post it, and I don't even care about it. Okay, get our insulation even at the top. We'll wrap our wire around there so it's not quite even. And we'll just clip it so it's even here. Put our wire nut on. There we go. And we'll do the same with our white wire. Get our insulation even at the top like this here. Wrap it in with our other wire here. Hey, that came out perfectly even. Quite a lucky wrap there. So I'll just put our wire nut on. Make sure insulation goes up into the top of the wire nut. One nice thing about a junk video, you can get a lot of people saying, you get a lot of comments on them. People saying, don't you look at your videos before you post them? And they keep adding more and more to it, saying it's not worth watching. So you get a lot of comments posting a junk video. So that's what I like about it. Okay. So we'll get our wires folded into our box. Now we're going to make sure our screws are not going to hit any of the wires up here. So we're going to put them in here. Because I posted one where the red dot was showing the whole time I thought it was recording, and I posted it. And boy, I got a lot of comments. People saying this video is not worth watching. Don't you look at what you record before you post? So I'm thankful for all the comments. Thank you, folks. Thank you to all my listeners. So that is how to get the wires into the box, clear the screws. So occasionally a junk video, I love them and I thank for them. Just thankful, thank the good Lord for everything. Okay, so we're going to get this on here. There it is. So we'll just turn it so it's lined up with the screws there. Just going to make sure no wires are pinching anywhere. Now you don't want to over tighten these because you'll break the porcelain. So I'll just tighten it just a little bit. There is the fixture we just installed. And you can read the information on the back of the box if you wish. Just pause the video. Alrighty, so that is how to replace a porcelain light fixture here in the country I was born in. We use a 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 gauge wire on 20 amps. AWG stands for American wire gauge. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop or in a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. Peace. Thanks for watching. And so now you know how to replace a porcelain light fixture if you have to replace it.